Good morning. How's everybody doing today? Today is December the 1st, 2021. My name is Brian. I'm with Strike Price Traders. Yesterday, the VIX closed up here above 27. Overnight, though, stock futures are up. The VIX has been coming down. Currently, it's sitting around 24. We'll see what happens at the open. Yesterday, when the VIX spikes above, I have this trend line that's going back to April of 2020. It's kind of been riding it down. It's tagged it a few times. It's broken through it 2 out of the last 3 days. Yesterday, what happened yesterday was there was a Senate Banking Committee hearing, and they were talking to Fed Chairman Powell and the Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen, and Powell came out with some statements that they're no longer going to call inflation transitory. So, meaning inflation's here, at least here to stay. They're going to stop using the word transitory. They also talked about speeding up the taper. So the market didn't like that news. The market sold off pretty heavily, and that's what happened yesterday. I'm kind of worried about this market. I don't trust it. I'm actually looking to today, if the Qs was to trade above 400, I would start to look to put a put spread on. You could see here when it made this high last week at 408.66. It sold off heavily that day. Got down to 389, almost 390, 389.87 within a week. It's back up. It's going to open back up somewhere around 399 today. We'll see if it gets above 400. I would look to buy a put spread somewhere around 401 to 402. I would start watching it and waiting for it to turn around. Another stock that I'm watching that I'm like playing on the short side right now is Home Depot. I know they just crushed on earnings. They did just put a shooting star candle here on November 22nd. Yeah. It made a high of 414.78. And you could, if it gets back above 408, I would be watching it again to look to see if this thing turns around. I might put a put spread on it. Yesterday, I bought some calls in Las Vegas Sands, which it took out its previous yearly low, which is not a reason to buy the stock, but I was watching it. And I saw it right here. It came up here, came back down at sometime around in the early afternoon. This was during the sell-off when Powell was talking, and it slowly started going back higher. I do like buying calls when the VIX is getting hit like that, even though it's dangerous. I bought LVS calls, and I also bought a call on Facebook. I bought the 330 calls, which if it opens where it is today, I'm going to sell it pretty close to the open because it's going to come in pretty nicely for me today. I was watching Facebook as well. There was some negative news on Facebook yesterday. I did have a Fibonacci retracement line at 326, so that was kind of where I bought it. It had found support there before, and it went through it. So when I first bought it, it was against me. There was some news about Facebook/Meta platforms that the Britain's Competition and Markets Authority ordered the company to divest itself of a popular GIF website, Giphy. So Facebook bought this website called Giphy, and this is on Motley Fool. You can go ahead and look this article up. Anyway, they not only told them that they can't buy Giphy, which they already did. They already made a deal for $400 million, so they're going to be forced to sell Giphy, as well as they were hit with a $70 million fine, which for a Facebook, $70 million is not a lot of money. Anyway, I'm one of those believers. They hit Facebook with some news. I'm a big believer in buy the news in Facebook. So Facebook, I bought a call in yesterday. I plan on selling that out today. I'm also long Las Vegas Sand calls. I'm looking to get short in Home Depot, and I'm also looking to get short in the Qs. I don't know, anybody else out there doing anything? Leave a note in the comments if you are. Thanks for watching.